Hey guys, it's Saoirse, and today I might be blending in with my bookcase. I thought I'd wear my book dress because I want to do another library tour. And you might be asking me, why are you doing another library tour? Didn't you already do that, like, I don't know, 8 months ago or something? Yeah, but it was only like 7 minutes, and I was still very new to this and uncomfortable talking and didn't want to show everything because I didn't want to talk anymore. But today I just want to go a little bit more in depth. Look at that. Hi, Caddy. Springer. Well, Springer was in here. I know you guys have met both of them, but this wouldn't be a library video without them. Look, there he is. He's coming in. Okay. Excuse me and my clearing of the throat. I've been a little bit ill this week. I had my last shift at work on Sunday, and it was awesome. And then I spent like 5 days in North Carolina. And I go there every year, Boone, North Carolina. Hey, what's up? And I was getting over this sickness the entire week, but I still had a great time. But anyway, that's my little life update, and I don't sound awesome. You guys are used to that. So let's take a look around. I think I'm gonna like just hold this, like turn it around so you're not really gonna see much of me. So lucky you. All right. Shall we start? Maybe by coming in the door. So what the library looks like why is it like backwards? Oh, that's just my fault. Okay, we're good. So when you come in the door, I have this Welsh flag, Union Jack, that was my mom's a million years ago. We have Baryshnikov, that's also my mom's. Over there, we're not going to talk about it. It's like all my hiking gear is hidden behind that lace curtain. And we have a box for the cats, the cat food, because the cats eat in the library. They eat on the desk, which is super cute. Oh, you guys can see what I use to prop up my camera like a proper YouTuber. I use a couple of candles because, you know, tripods are for people who know what they're doing. So say hi, Caddy. So this is like what goes on behind the camera. This is the view that I look at while I'm filming. So when you come in, you're like, what, library? This is a library? I don't know what you're talking about. And then you turn around and whoa! That's a lot of books. And like I said, I have over 500. I can't count them. I get started and then I give up, you know, like a quarter of the way through. So, before we get to the books, why don't we finish looking at everything that's in here. Like on my chair, I try to cover up this office chair with, I got this scarf at Epcot at Disney, and this is the shawl that Joyce Maynard gave me in Guatemala. And here's my typewriter. I love it so much. But I didn't use it for like, I don't know, a year because I was on the trail and I was, you know, not near my typewriter. And so I just tried to use it the other day and look, I am typing right now, typewriter. And it's sticking a lot and it definitely like needs to be cleaned again. Cause like when you hit any of the keys, see that one there, it sticks. And we can't have that. Yeah. Can't type very fast when it's sticking. So behind the typewriter, this isn't usually up here, just like looking at it. I usually keep it on a shelf over there. But here, I would normally keep the books that I'm going to read next, but I can't decide what I'm reading next, so these are the books that I'm reading currently, The Alchemist and the Collected Poems of Sylvia Plath. And then I also keep bookmarks in here, so I can just easily grab those. And you guys know I talk about this. I can't read a book without tabs. Oh look, those are different. I have two, okay. Yeah, I always buy more because I know I'm going to need them. I tab everything that stands out to me when I'm reading, so I go through a lot of those. I keep the cat treats in here, you know, you never know when you're going to need those. See, the cats eat right here. And here's my bottle. I just got this, and I put all these stickers. Some are literary, like Tolkien and Harry Potter. Oh, Pizza Planet, it's not really literary, but that's fine. Yeah, I love it. It's actually keeping me hydrated because I'm super bad about drinking water. So I have this, I keep like some pens in, Grandfather Mountain. That's where I hike in North Carolina every year. We just did that hike this week. And then best mom ever, because I'm the best cat mom. But yeah, I really just loved the smell of this candle. It's like almond ice cream or something. This is where I keep like most of my candles, unless they're around the house somewhere. And moving along, we have this vintage chair that I got at a market. I'm going to repeat some of the things that I did in the original video, in case you haven't seen that, and also just to give more detail. So I got this chair, I think it was less than $100 probably, and it's so beautiful. I know it's covered in cat fur, but I put this Bronte pillow on it. This is from Haworth, where the Brontes lived, and I visited their home 3 years ago, and that pillow, I was like, I need it. I can't leave without it. And I love this IKEA lamp that you can adjust. I have it pointed at the ceiling because this room gets really dim, so that gives me some good light in here. And I believe my great-grandmother painted these. They're so pretty. And she was really talented. And then up here I have another thing I got in Haworth, which is some bunting made out of pages from, I want to say Jane Eyre? Yes, Jane Eyre. You can see that. I love it, it's so pretty. And I have my bachelor's degree up there. I'm soon going to have a master's degree. I'm so excited. This I don't update, obviously, because it says I'm reading Lolita next. I'm not reading Lolita next. But I just thought that would be like, oh, good idea. I can put what I'm reading and that'll encourage me. I haven't even looked at it. This, you can change out the words, and I just keep a quote from Jane Eyre up there because I love it. And we have a little Charlotte Bronte. I think, yeah, she's from Haworth too. I think Haworth, I can't speak English. She's from the church, I believe. The church where the Brontes are buried. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. And then another thing from Haworth. Oh my goodness, I got so much good decorating stuff there. This is just a tea towel. Let's see. There's the church in Pondon Hall, which is, I don't know if it still is, but it was for sale a little while ago, and I was like trying to convince my mom, come on, let's buy it, it's a good investment. Oh my gosh, I would love to live there. And Top Withens, which if you've read Wuthering Heights, you'll know what that is. Main Street, oh, it was so pretty there. That's their house. Okay, so what else do we have in here that isn't books? I have water for the cats, and this is another box for the cats. Those are their harnesses. They do get in that very tiny box. You wouldn't know it because they're big cats, but they can fit in there. And then I have my beloved ladder. This was like, it's gotten all like, we painted the house and it got paint on it, man. But it was like one of those, you know, raw wood IKEA things you put together in like 5 seconds. And I stained it with this red and it looked a lot nicer. And this globe, I literally don't remember if this is like a family heirloom or if I just got this somewhere, I don't know. And I had this cool bibliophile book underneath it just to look fancy. So that's for when I want to get up way up there, because it's pretty high up. I can't actually reach it. Let's see. Yeah, I can barely reach the bottom of that shelf. So, should we go top to bottom, maybe? Let's see. So up here is going to be all my young adult, and this section is mostly my LGBT section. I read a lot of that when I was a teenager. And then this is more, kind of more independent reader, like younger than young adult. And then these, let's see, these two shelves, 1, 2, are the ones that I have not read yet, or I've read one in the series. Like I've read Ender's Game, but I haven't read the rest of them, so I just put it up there with them. I'm standing on my toes right now. This is young adult that I have read, although I have not read, I don't think, like the last 2 of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, so I do want to read those eventually. But like I said, I never really get back to young adult. I just feel like when I return to that genre, it just disappoints me usually, because I remember how magical it was for me when I was that age, and now, I don't know, my brain is just not here for it most of the time. But I was obsessed with Caroline B. Cooney. I had all these books. Oh, I was crazy about her. And it's one of those things you're like, if I read it again, would it be so impactful? I mean, no, I'm not in the same headspace as I was when I was, 11. But I just look at these and I think these really transported me when I was young. I built this terrible little, those metal earth things. It's the castle, I swear. Some more young adult. My arms are actually tired from holding the camera over my head. I need to work out today. Yes, I read Twilight. I was not gonna read it. I was like, what is this hype? And then I thought, I need to know. I need to know, even if it's terrible, and newsflash, I didn't, love the writing style of those books, to put it lightly. But I had to know, like, why is everybody freaking out about this? Hunger Games was better. But I do that with a lot of things. I will just read, what is the current, phenomenon? What are people losing their minds over, Yeah, I showed you those I haven't read yet. And that is pretty much the young adult section up there. I do have more, young reader stuff down below. I'll show you. I don't know why I did it like that, but, maybe because I wanted all the adult books and the ones that I read now to be, in the center, so that I see them the most easily, because I'm pretty short. And so right here we've got, let's see, I have read these, and that little guy's hanging out. Yeah, those are ones that I've read, and these are ones that I've read. And you'll see I have a lot of nonfiction. I love nonfiction. I've read these, all my Bill Brysons, love him so much. And then, this was one of my favorites. After Harry Potter, I was so sad, and then J.K. Rowling came out with this Casual Vacancy. Tell me if you've read that. I think it's amazing. And then I found out that she wrote, this is also her, under her pseudonym, she wrote a fourth one in this series, and I didn't even know that it had come out. Why didn't anybody tell me? Okay, and then yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I do have these books. Same thing with Twilight. I had to understand, why is everybody reading them? Disappointing as I expected, but at least now I know. I loved these. How do you guys feel about the new ones? Have you read the second one? Because I got the sequel to The Girl in the Spider's Web as well. I haven't read it yet. But nothing can touch the originals. They're just fantastic. I also got the first book in Swedish when I was in Stockholm, because I always hated that they changed the title for the English versions. I feel like for Americans, they really dumb things down, we just can't handle certain things. And the original title, which I shouldn't try and say it in Swedish, but I will, Man som hatar kvinnor, something like that. It means men who hate women. And we got the girl with the dragon tattoo. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Because that's what the book's about, men who hate women, men who abuse women. It's kind of important. Here's another one. Oh, one right on top of the other. Girl on the Train, originally set in London and outside London. And in the movie, they set it in New York. Because Americans don't know what London is, apparently. And we wouldn't be able to relate, because we're American. I don't know. I was so offended by that. But she's great. I love that book. And then you guys recognize these. I did these in videos this year. And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, you can tell, as I finish books, I'm putting them on this shelf and trying to stuff them in. These ones I have not read. They are waiting for me patiently. And I have not read these. I really want to get to The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So this is the one that I got in Paris. So it was cool because I got it at Shakespeare and Company, and you can see Notre Dame across the street. This is, oh, I skipped one. Here I have all my series of unfortunate events. All these that I've read. I was obsessed with City of Ember. Oh my gosh. That book really inspired me. like, I don't know, I'm obsessed with that whole idea of like people living underground, like, which is also in Myst. Did you guys ever play Myst, the computer game? Well, I think these are based on the game. But like people live underground, and I'm so interested in that. These are like all my new Barnes & Noble classics. So I already had Emma and Sense and Sensibility, but in other editions, so I just got them in these editions so that I could have all of Jane Austen matching. And like, yeah, I would like fancier editions, you know, not like $5 bookstore editions, but they were $5 and they look pretty nice. And you know me, I'm a collector, so like I can always get more editions. And a couple others here that are not Jane Austen, and I love this mug. Did I get this in Haworth? No, I can't remember, but it was from, what does it say? It's not gonna focus. I don't remember what store that was. So let's go down here. These shelves are like, obviously, you know, they're crazy. They're kind of like, they were made specifically like for my mom's scrapbooking, and then she moved out, and so it's my bookshelf, but it's like kind of crazy for a bookshelf. So here we have obviously the Tolkien shelf. We have the audiobooks for The Fellowship and The Hobbit. I used to listen to The Hobbit one a lot when I was a kid. Oh my god, I just killed Sam. I'm sorry, Sam. Oh, you deserve better than that. Oh my god, I just killed Frodo. Yeah, these things are hard to keep up. Stay. He's on his little hobbit feet and they're like not sturdy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have, say, a book about Tolkien. We have the Silmarillion, Tolkien Dictionary. I showed you guys this. The Atlas of Tolkien that I just got. This is like some plant my sister gave me. I just like it. The Languages of Middle-earth. And then we have a couple copies of The Hobbit. This was my dad's originally. I like that one. And then I had, this is, I must have got this like right when the movie came out, to reread it. And of course, my original copies. So like I became a fan when the movies first came out, like right after the first movie came out. That's when I, you know, realized what this was and had to have it. And carried these around 3rd grade every day and destroyed them. Excuse me. I'm trying to make it through here. So these are the Brontes. We have a lot of copies of the same thing because I love to do that. And my little portrait, I love her so much. And there's my favorite book, Villette. And yes, I did mess it up. You guys know I like to keep my books in good condition, but this one just, it started to spiral when my cats like got their claws into the cover. And then I thought, you know what, this is, I'm gonna just love this book real well, and, you know, like the Velveteen Rabbit. So yeah, some of my books aren't perfect, but it's okay. Here are more that I have not read. And most of these, I think maybe all of these I got this year. I have such a problem. Maybe only 2 of them I didn't get this year. And yeah, it's gotten to the point where I'm just having to stack them on top, which I hate doing, but I don't have any more room. So I wanted to read all those soon, but I'm running out of time, you know? Not really, I'm not dying or anything, but like I'm moving. So we have, like, I have a lot of like reference books, things like that. Merida, the brothers, Hubert, Hamish, and Harris. And these ones I have not read. This is my Shakespeare shelf. I just, oh my gosh, I love him. Oh, wait, I have to turn around the Shakespearean insult gum. I have, like, some really old copies. And then, oh, Bill Bryson, talking about Shakespeare. Wouldn't you know it? I've read these. These are, like, little tiny books. I love these. Probably haven't shown you these, like, up close. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but these are really small. And you can put them in your pocket. And I love them. I love the way they flip. Like, you read them up like that. And the pages are so thin. And I thought this was such a great idea. Like, let me tell you, I love different styles of publishing books. And they didn't continue with it. I'm pretty sure all of those are, like, out of print now. I really wish that, like, every book in the world could be published like that. It's so cool. Les Mis, that is my abridged version. Don't even talk to me about it. Yeah, there's my original Hitchhiker's Guide. Okay, I have Murakami here. I'm just like some random things. Trying to decide which direction to go. I guess I'll keep going down. Yeah, it gets kind of like just crazy around here. This is just wherever I could fit these books. These are all like adult ones that I've read. And then we have more young adult right here. And then a lot of like reference, like all my French books and stuff like that, because I did take French for like 8 years. And then these, let's see, either ones that I've read, yeah, ones that I've read, or I'm going to, I guess these I'm going to. Well, this is the only one I haven't read. Jeez, just, oh my god. Pretend there's like a crazy beast behind the camera because I'm sorry about me clearing my throat so much. But I can't edit, so like this is what you get. Down here we have all of my, that's my cat. We have my letter writing stuff that I get out like when I'm gonna write a letter. And then like books that I'm gonna do a video on soon. Okay, then we have more young adult. We have all the Little House on the Prairie that my mom read to me. More like independent reader. Holes! Who remembers Holes? Oh my god, I loved that book. I know, kitty. More independent reader. We have like some more big books, my yearbooks. What do I have down here? Excuse me. Some like textbooks. Like usually I'd keep my textbooks. More young adult. And that's all the books. I love having these string lights. Like I have string lights everywhere. I feel like that's everything. But if you just want to take a final look, like I know it's not as like decorated as I want it to be. And the reason I'm doing this video now is because I'm moving. So let me see if I can turn this back around. Excuse me for a moment. I have to set up my fancy tripod. Okay. Hi. So I'm moving to Scotland in 9 days. And yeah, to say I'm not ready would be an understatement. I'm not ready. And I need to pack everything. So obviously like I wanted to do this video before I start packing up all these books because no, I'm not bringing all of them to Scotland. Some people thought I was serious when I posted about that. I'm gonna bring a very small amount. Some of the ones that I haven't read that I'm really looking forward to because like I've paid for them. I bought them, I'm gonna bring them. You know, people think I'm crazy for bringing books. Like, just get an e-reader. Don't even talk to me about e-readers. Maybe we can have a whole conversation on that. But try to tell somebody who is a book collector, a book lover, whose passion is the physical book, to tell them, like, don't bring any of them, or, like, go to the library or get books when you get there. Of course I'm gonna get books when I get there, but I'm still gonna bring some of the ones that I'm really looking forward to. And obviously I'm probably not going to have as much reading time while I'm in grad school. So I'm going to have to start slowly packing this library up, and I'm very sad about it because I won't be returning here, so whatever library I have in the future, it's not going to look exactly like this, so let's say goodbye to it, and thank you for the many months of library joy. I'll have to decide which books I'm bringing. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a few more videos, I hope, before I leave, because I've read a bunch of books recently and I need to do videos on those. But the library might start to look a little bit different. I might start packing like the ones up top or down below and like leave some in the middle, so there's still something to look at. But I really gotta get going with that. So wish me luck. And I think Springer wants to say goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for doing our last library tour of this library. And at my new place in Scotland, hopefully I'll have a nice little book set up, which we can call a library. Even though it won't be quite as grand. It'll be cute. Okay, oh, he's biting me now. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.